we have created our product, and now we want to make it buyable to customers on site. So firstly, if you go to your My Listings page, you'll see that there's different statuses of where your products sit. So firstly, there's active listings. So these are in an active state. You've got ready for activation. That is where, if for whatever reason your listing has been blocked, this is generally for compliance related reasons. Once we've unblocked them, that goes to ready for activation state. And then inactive is if you've just marked it in an inactive state. So if it's in an inactive state, it won't be viable on site to any customers. So in the scenario where we created a product, we put it in an active state. If you would like to then activate it, you very simply can click on under action here. You can click activate listing. What you'll then need to do, you can see it says inactive, is you go to the listing status and you want to mark it active. And then you can click submit. So you can see now it's changed to active. So what we should do is if we refresh, that listing should move to this. There we go. There's the notification that has been successful. So if I click refresh, that should come down to 45. Let's come down to, oh, that's because it's catching up with another task I did, and it's been added to your active listings now, and it's at the bottom here. Cool, so that's how you activate the listing if it's inactive. But this is a very important call out. That is not enough to make it buyable on site. And this is where a lot of sellers go wrong, is they forget the next step. As you can see at the top here, there's an inventory tab. This is where you add the inventory level per product. And so what a lot of sellers do is they activate the listings, they forget to update their inventory, and so it's not buyable on site. And that's because the system is recognizing that there's no stock yet. So if I click on inventory, this is where you will update your stock per item. And there's a couple ways you can do it. Another important call out, and this is for the sellers who have more than one collection or pickup address location. So if you've got a Joburg and a Bloemfontein, or a Bloemfontein and a Cape Town location, you have to update your inventory levels per location. So if you have a Joburg and a Bloemfontein location, and you updated stock to your Joburg location and nothing to your Bloemfontein location, all the sales are going to go to your Joburg location with their stock, and your Bloemfontein location is going to get no sales because there's zero inventory. And that's even if a customer is in Bloem, because the system's not recognizing stock there, so it's going to look, and you're going to have to fulfill those orders from Joburg. So it's very important, if you have stock in both locations and you're able to fulfill from both locations, you update your inventory levels from both locations. So how you would do that is this drop down here lets you select which location you are referring to. So this is just labeled default address. And if I want to update the stock kind of manually one by one, I can click on the edit icon there. I can input my stock value. I've clicked apply, and you can see now it's updated. What's nice about the stock, these kind of stock values, is that as you make sales, they automatically decline as you make sales. So for example, if we made a sale of the Samsung Galaxy Tab at the top, as soon as we make a sale, that will drop to 0 and it will not become viable on site. So it is important to always look at your stock levels and to refresh them and make sure they're accurate. And if you've got stock, to make sure there's a positive figure there. If you'd like to do it in bulk, you can do it using an Excel sheet. And also, just to call out here, there is a blue, wherever there's a blue font with a YouTube or video icon, you can click on it and there will be videos to help you with certain information on different pages of the portal. So if you want to do it in bulk, you can go bulk stock update, download bulk stock file, wait for it to process. What you will do is you will download this Excel sheet with all your products and the stock values, and then you can adjust them and then re-upload to update it in bulk. So it's a simple Excel sheet or CSV to update things in bulk. So let's just quickly go through this exercise. So here's all the quantities. So for this, say, Apple iPhone 13 certified 1, 2, 3, 4, if I wanted to change that to 22, I would just change it. You don't change the name of the file. You just update the quantities next to the relevant product. Keep everything else the same. I'm going to click save. I'm going to go back to my portal. I'm now going to go and click the update bulk stock option. Let me just make sure that I've closed that. If I go to my downloads, and I go find the stock. There we go. That's the one. And as you can see, I'm uploading it. And now the one that was the Apple iPhone 13 certified 1234, I'll go find that. That one is updated with stock now. Um, let's search if we can Apple 13. See, that's the one that is updated now to having 22 units. So that's how you could do it in bulk using the Excel sheet. So very important, once you put it into active listings, also make sure you've added a stock value. Once it's in active state and has a stock value, now it will be buyable in sight. And also make sure that if you have more than one address, that you do it per address. Cool. So now that we have created a product, we've put it in active state, and we've added inventory, you can give it a few minutes. It should be discoverable in sight after that.